Softness begins here, in a moment set aside from the rest of the day. Nothing is urgent now. Nothing needs to be held together or figured out. Just a slow easing, a quiet shift inward as your body begins to settle. The air around you can feel gentle tonight, settled, unhurried, like it's giving you permission to breathe a little more deeply and let the noise drift just a little farther away. Each breath can arrive without effort, a calm rhythm, a slow wave that moves in and out on its own. You don't have to control it. Just noticing it is enough. Here, you can let your shoulders soften. You can let the weight you've been carrying fall away from the center of your chest. There's no need to hold anything tightly right now. The quiet is safe to rest in. This space asks nothing of you. It simply surrounds you, steady and warm, creating a soft boundary between you and the world outside. A small pause in time, where your breath speaks more loudly than your thoughts, where comfort begins to take shape in the simplest ways. Let your body feel supported. Feel the pull of gravity as something gentle, something that holds you instead of pressing down. The surface beneath you meets your weight with ease. It steadies you without asking for anything in return. A slow calm can rise from that steady place, not all at once, but gradually, like warm light expanding through a quiet room. It touches your chest, your stomach, your back, spreads outward in its own time. Your breath follows that warmth, soft, slow, unforced. Each inhale giving you a little more space. Each exhale letting the day slip farther away. Thoughts may still wander for a moment. They often do. But even wandering thoughts can soften when the body feels safe. They lose their sharp edges and fade into the background, as if wrapped in something warm. Nothing needs to be pushed aside. Everything can simply drift. You're not trying to reach a goal or solve anything. Just resting in the quiet that unfolds naturally when there is nothing to do. In this softness, a sense of grounding begins to grow. A gentle awareness of your breath, your weight, the steadiness beneath you. It creates a kind of inner stillness, subtle but comforting. A reminder that you are allowed to pause. Here, the pace of things slows even further. Your breath lengthens without effort. Your body loosens in small, quiet ways you don't even have to notice directly. Calm settles in like evening light, settling across a room. Imagine that the air itself is holding you. Not tightly, not heavily, just enough to make you feel supported. Enough to let your chest relax, your jaw release, your hands soften. Enough to convince your whole body that it is safe to rest. Let that sense of safety deepen, not by doing anything, but by allowing whatever tension remains to slip away on its own timing. Safe moments tend to unfold naturally. They don't need to be rushed. The day can fall behind you now. It can fade softly without needing to be reviewed or explained. All that remains is the gentle rhythm of breathing and the warmth of being exactly where you are. Each breath is a quiet invitation, an invitation into stillness, into the kind of peace that doesn't demand silence or perfection, just presence, just the simple act of being here. Let your awareness sink into that feeling, not sinking down like falling, but settling, the way soft sand settles after a gentle wave. Slow, natural, at ease. Warmth gathers around you with every passing moment, a calm that begins at the surface and slowly reaches deeper. Your breath moves through it like a quiet tide. Your body responds in its own gentle way. Nothing needs to be different for this calm to hold you. You don't have to try. You don't have to adjust anything. You are already resting inside this softness. Feel how the quiet deepens when you allow yourself to lean into it. Not physically leaning, just letting yourself be carried by the peacefulness here, allowing it to surround you, allowing it to feel enough. The air grows quieter, your breath grows slower, your body grows heavier in a comforting way. This is the feeling of settling, of arriving fully in a moment meant only for rest. Let the stillness spread through your chest, down through your arms, into your hands. Let it drift through your stomach and lower back, down your legs, to the very tips of your toes. Every part of you being gently invited into ease. The edges of the day soften further. The mind loosens its grip. A deep sense of safety begins to take root, subtle at first, then steady. A feeling that you can finally let go. Stay here, in this warm and unhurried space. Let the quiet cradle you. Let your breath move as slowly as it wishes. There is nothing to hold up, nothing to resist. Only rest, only softness, only the calm that comes when the world grows quiet and your body remembers how to feel safe again. And now, let everything settle a little more until the moment feels weightless and the quiet becomes a place you can gently drift into as the night holds you in safe, deep peace. Softness begins here, in the quiet space that forms when the pace of the day finally loosens its hold. The air around you feels gentle, calm, and still. Nothing rushes, nothing pulls at you. Everything begins to slow. A soft breath moves through the moment, easy, unforced, as if the air itself is guiding the rhythm, steady and kind. Each inhale arrives like a small opening, and each exhale lets something settle deeper. Awareness can rest on that simple rhythm, not with effort, but with ease. The breath moves on its own, flowing in a way that feels natural and familiar. It gives the body permission to loosen, even if only a little at first. A slow unwinding begins. Feel the weight of your body settling more fully into the surface beneath you, not sinking down, but being supported, held, met with a steady, gentle presence that asks nothing in return. Let the body recognize that support. Warmth may gather quietly around your chest or shoulders. It may feel like a soft glow beneath the skin. Or it may be subtle, almost unnoticed. Just a hint of comfort spreading through the muscles. Whatever form it takes is enough. Warmth moves at its own pace. The air feels quieter now. A calmer kind of quiet, where you can sense your own breath more clearly. The world outside fades into a distant hum. Your thoughts slow their pace as if they too are exhaling. The moment grows softer. Here, the breath becomes an anchor. Not something to hold on to, but something that gently guides you toward stillness. Each rise and fall shows the body that it's safe to release a little tension. Each slow exhale carries a small layer of the day away. The mind follows the body into ease. A gentle loosening begins in the shoulders. They drift a little lower, settling into a more natural place. Then the neck, then the muscles around the eyes, around the jaw, softening without effort. Everything becoming a little more at rest. The sense of being held grows stronger, supported from beneath, cradled in a quiet, steady way. You don't have to adjust anything. Your weight is enough, and the surface beneath supports all of it. Warm air moves around you in a slow, comforting flow. It wraps around each breath. It softens the thoughts that try to linger. It invites the body to give up the subtle holding patterns it keeps through the day. Everything shifts toward gentleness. A calm begins to spread through your chest, then down through the middle of your body, warm, slow, and quiet, as if each breath is smoothing the space inside you, making room for peace to settle. The body responds with small waves of release. Thoughts may wander for a moment, and that is perfectly natural. They can drift like soft clouds through an evening sky. Nothing needs to be stopped or controlled. Thoughts dissolve on their own when the breath becomes slow and steady. Stillness grows in the spaces between them. The air continues to hold you, soft, warm, and reassuring. It feels like a gentle presence, steadying you from all sides. It lets you know that you can rest without effort. Nothing pulls at you here. As you breathe, the center of your body becomes lighter. A soft spaciousness begins to open, as if the tightness of the day is melting away. Every slow exhale carries a small sigh of relief. Your body knows what to do. It knows how to settle when space is given. The weight of your arms grows heavier in a comforting way. Your hands relax, fingers unclenching. Your legs sink a little more deeply into their place. Muscles soften, joints loosen. A sense of early stillness forms, gentle and quiet. It feels like the beginning of deep rest, the first step into a calmer inner landscape. The mind drifts alongside the body, easing into a softer pace. You are being carried into quiet without needing to do anything. The moment continues to deepen. Warmth moves again, spreading across your chest and down your back. It feels like a slow wave of comfort. Not dramatic, not intense, just steady and warm. This warmth encourages the last bits of tension to release. The body listens and responds. You may notice how supported you feel, how grounded. The surface beneath you cradles your full weight. Nothing is unstable or uncertain. Everything is solid, warm, and reliable. Stillness grows with each breath. It doesn't arrive all at once, but in soft layers. One moment loosening after another. One gentle breath leading to another. A slow dance between body and breath. Even the air has a softness to it now, a quiet temperature that seems to match your inner calm. It settles around your skin. It helps guide your breath into an even slower rhythm. Everything begins to float in this warm, quiet space. You may feel as if time is slowed, as if each second holds more space than usual. This space makes room for peace to rise. It lets your thoughts stretch out, lose their urgency, fade into the background. Only calm remains. In this moment, your breath is gentle. Your body is safe. Your weight is supported. Your mind is soft. Stillness surrounds you like a quiet embrace. Allow the quiet to deepen. Allow the breath to move at its own slow pace. The warmth, the safety, the support beneath you. All of it holds you steady. The body understands this stillness and continues to sink into it. Peace settles in without effort. And now, as you rest in this soft, settling calm, your breath moves slowly. Your body grows quieter. Your thoughts drift farther away. Stillness becomes the only thing you need to feel. Somewhere inside this moment, a softer place is waiting. A place that belongs only to you. Quiet, warm, and untouched by anything that came before today. As you settle here, the outer world can fade to the edges, like a distant sound growing softer and softer. Imagine stepping into a softly lit room within yourself. The light is gentle, never bright, never harsh. It feels like evening light resting on calm walls, warm and steady. Everything in this inner room exists only to comfort you. In this space, the air is still and quiet. There is a sense that nothing can reach you here unless you invite it in. No expectations, no demands, no noise that you need to answer. Only a calm presence, like a quiet friend sitting close by. You might picture a small, cozy nook in one corner of this room, a place where you can curl inward, where the edges of the world feel far away. Soft cushions, warm surfaces, a feeling of being tucked safely out of sight. This is your shelter, your inner retreat. Let your breath be the doorway into this space. Each inhale draws you a little further inside. Each exhale closes the door gently behind you. With every slow breath, the outside fades, and the inside becomes clearer and more comforting. Notice how the body begins to respond. Muscles soften as if they understand they are finally off duty. The chest rises and falls in an easy rhythm. Not rushed, not shallow. The heart feels a little more at ease with each passing moment. Around you, the inner room feels wrapped in a quiet hush. No sharp sounds, no sudden movements. Only the soft whisper of breath moving in and out. That simple rhythm wraps around you like a warm cocoon. As you rest here, a sense of protection gathers. Not a hard shield, but a gentle boundary. It separates you from the noise of the day, from the rush of thoughts, from the pull of responsibilities. Nothing has to be done right now. You are allowed to be completely at rest. The warmth of this space touches your shoulders, your chest, your back. It spreads slowly, like a gentle blanket being laid over you. You may feel your body growing heavier in a peaceful way, supported, held from all sides. Within this shelter, emotions can loosen. Tightness in the heart begins to soften. Any heaviness you have been holding can rest on the quiet ground of this room. Nothing needs to be fixed or changed. Everything simply has permission to breathe. Imagine the air here as soft and velvety. It moves around your face and hands with a comforting warmth. Each breath you take draws that warmth inward, filling the spaces that felt tight or strained. Exhaling sends out the leftover tension, letting it dissolve into the stillness. Thoughts still pass through, but they do not cling as strongly now. They might feel like gentle taps on a closed door, easy to ignore. This inner room is not a place of thinking. It is a place of feeling safe, feeling sheltered, feeling quietly whole. Here, the nervous system can settle. The body understands that it does not need to be alert. Nothing here is asking for your attention. Nothing here can harm you. You are surrounded by your own gentle presence. Notice how your breath forms a soft cocoon around you. With every inhale, warmth gathers closer. With every exhale, the edges of that cocoon become smoother, more complete. You are wrapped in your own quiet breathing, held by it, comforted by it. In the center of this space, there is a deep quiet, not an empty quiet, but a full, warm one, like the silence of a peaceful night where everything is at rest. This quiet fills the room and fills you as well. As you sink deeper into this inner shelter, the difference between inside and outside becomes clear. Outside, the day continues in its usual way. Inside, time slows, thoughts soften, and your heart is free to rest. This gentle separation keeps you safe while you recover your strength. Your body understands this safety. Breath becomes slower, smoother, more even. Muscles loosen their grip bit by bit. The soft surfaces of your inner nook cradle your weight without any effort from you. There is a feeling of being quietly watched over, not judged, not measured, simply cared for. As if the room itself is glad you are here, glad you have come to rest. Everything about this space whispers, you are safe now. You may sense your attention moving inward even more, away from the edges of your body toward a soft center, a place where you simply exist, without roles, without tasks, without pressure. Just a warm presence, breathing gently in the dark. In this inner shelter, even your thoughts can lie down. They do not have to stand guard anymore. They can curl up and grow quiet, like tired animals finding a soft place to sleep. The mind can rest in the same way the body does. Notice how quiet feels inside your chest now. There might be more space, more softness, more ease. Worries that once felt close now seem farther away, outside the walls of this safe room. They may still exist, but they cannot reach you here. For as long as you are in this space, it belongs entirely to you. No one else can enter without your invitation. Nothing loud or harsh can cross the threshold. Only warmth, quiet, and steady breath are allowed. Stay here in this feeling of being sheltered. Let the inner room hold you. Let the soft light, the gentle warmth, the cocoon of breath wrap around you completely. Nothing is required of you in this moment. The body knows how to unwind when it feels protected. The heart knows how to soften when it feels safe. The mind knows how to grow quiet when it is no longer needed to guard. All of that is happening now, quietly, gently, without any effort. And now, as the room inside you grows even quieter, as the warmth holds you a little more closely, as your breath continues in its slow, easy rhythm, this safe space within can carry you deeper into calm, until all that remains is the soft comfort of being quietly, completely held. Breath begins to rise and fall in a slow, steady rhythm. Soft, quiet, unhurried, like warm air drifting through a calm room. Each inhale creates a gentle opening inside you, a small stretch of space that feels light and warm. The breath fills that space in its own time, without effort. Nothing about it needs to be controlled. It simply arrives. And as the breath settles on the exhale, something loosens. The body releases a little weight, a little tension, a little of whatever it has been carrying through the day. The release is subtle but real. Imagine the breath moving like a slow tide, drifting in, drifting out, steady, dependable, a soft rhythm that never rushes. The body responds by relaxing into that motion. With each inhale, warmth expands gently through your chest. It spreads toward your shoulders and down your stomach. On the exhale, the warmth melts outward, taking tightness with it. The feeling is soft, like air warming cool skin, warm, slow, and soothing. Here, scattered thoughts begin to grow quieter. They drift to the sides of your awareness, like leaves floating on water. They move slowly, without urgency, without pressure. The breath becomes the new center of attention, calm and steady. Each inhale rises like a smooth wave lifting you slightly. Each exhale lowers you again into comfort, into safety, into ease. This gentle rocking continues as the breath moves at its own natural pace. It feels predictable, steady, comforting. Almost like being held. The deeper the breath becomes, the more grounded you feel. Awareness sinks down into the body, away from the noise of the mind. You may sense a softness in your belly, your chest, your throat. The whole center of your body relaxes into the quiet. The rhythm feels safe. Warmth gathers again as you breathe in. It may feel like a soft glow behind your ribs, or a gentle wave spreading through your torso. When you exhale, that warmth drifts down your spine, smoothing everything it touches. Muscles unwind bit by bit. Breathing becomes an easy motion. It doesn't ask for anything from you. It doesn't require focus or effort. It simply carries you deeper into calm, the way the ocean carries a floating leaf. Softly, steadily, without pause. Thoughts continue to slow. What once felt loud becomes faint. What once felt close becomes distant. The breath pulls you gently away from the noise, toward a quieter inner space. Every inhale brings a soft sense of expansion. Not dramatic, just a little more room inside your chest and stomach. A sense that your body is opening to peace. A sense that you are safe to breathe freely. Every exhale carries away tension. Shoulders drop, jaw loosens, neck softens. The breath tells the body, again and again, that it can let go. Here, time slows down. The space between breaths feels calm and spacious. Nothing presses on you. Nothing demands your attention. You are carried by the gentle rhythm. The rocking motion of your breath becomes more noticeable. Up on the inhale, down on the exhale, as if the whole body is being lulled into deeper stillness. A quiet back and forth that steadies the mind. This rhythm feels predictable in a comforting way. It never changes pace suddenly. It never surprises you. It stays soft and warm and consistent, helping your thoughts drift like clouds across a quiet sky. The mind grows smoother with each breath. As the breath moves, warmth settles deeper inside you. Your chest feels softer. Your stomach loosens. Your back releases old tension you didn't even realize you were holding. The body melts into this warm, slow tide. Breathing becomes the simplest thing in the world. A natural motion, a gentle wave, a warm presence, something that supports you without asking anything in return. The longer you stay with this rhythm, the deeper the calm becomes. The mind follows the breath down into stillness. Thoughts soften to whispers, then to quiet shapes, then to nothing in particular at all. Breath continues to rock you gently. You rise, you fall, you rise, you fall. Steady, calm, cradling you in its predictable warmth. Warm air fills you from the inside. It smooths the edges of your thoughts. It settles the emotions held in your chest. It comforts the parts of you that felt tight or guarded. Everything loosens. The exhale carries away the last bits of resistance. Your body feels a little heavier. Your mind feels a little lighter. The world feels quieter. Peace begins to feel closer. You may sense the breath as a soft glow now, a warm center inside you, the quiet heart of your inner world. Every inhale brightens it gently. Every exhale spreads it through your body. Peace begins to drift in with every breath. It settles behind your ribs. It rests in your shoulders. It anchors itself in your stomach and lower back. It fills the spaces that once held stress. The breath holds you in a warm, steady rhythm. A rhythm that feels like being gently rocked to sleep. Slow, safe, predictable in the most comforting way. And now the air moves even more softly. Your body grows even heavier. The breath slows into a calm, spacious tide. Everything inside you quiets, until the only thing left is the warm, peaceful rhythm of breathing into peace. Warmth begins to gather around you, gentle and steady. Not rushed, not bright, just a soft, comforting heat that seems to rise from the quiet itself. It touches your skin with the kind of warmth that immediately puts the body at ease. Imagine a soft sunlight settling across you. Not the strong light of midday, but a calm, late afternoon warmth. It feels safe, grounding, and deeply soothing. Like light that has learned how to rest. Like warmth that knows exactly how to comfort you. This gentle heat spreads slowly. It reaches your shoulders first, then moves down your arms. You don't have to guide it or follow it. It knows where to go. As this warmth moves, the body begins to let go. Small areas of tightness soften. Places that felt heavy grow lighter. Muscles that have been working all day start to release their grip. The change is subtle, but unmistakable. A slow exhale helps everything melt a little more. The breath releases in a warm stream that carries tension with it. Each exhale feels like setting down a small piece of the day. Each inhale allows more comfort in. The rhythm becomes natural, easy. Picture a warm blanket draped gently over you. Not heavy, but perfectly warm. It hugs your body in the softest way, giving you permission to relax. The warmth sinks through the fabric and into your muscles. Everything begins to loosen. This sense of melting happens slowly, the way ice softens under sunlight. There's no rush, no force, just a gradual softening that feels deeply natural. A slow surrender into comfort. Feel how your shoulders respond. They settle down just a little more. Then the back of your neck releases. Then the muscles along your spine begin to relax. Warmth moves with purpose, but with kindness. Areas of tension that once felt dense begin to dissolve. Heaviness slips away from the upper back. The chest opens in small, gentle ways. Even the muscles of the face soften. Around the eyes, the jaw, the forehead. Warmth touches everything. Your breath helps this process settle deeper. Each inhale brings in gentle heat. Each exhale carries away what you don't need. Weights you picked up throughout the day. Thoughts that pressed against you. All of them melt a little more with every breath. The warmth now settles in your stomach and lower back. These areas often hold things quietly. Tension, worry, leftover emotions. The heat softens them from the inside. It spreads like a gentle wave flowing outward, comforting everything it touches. You feel supported from the center of your body outward. Your legs begin to feel heavier in a peaceful way. Calf muscles loosen. Thighs release their hold. The warmth travels downward, carrying calm with it. Your feet relax into the surface beneath you, as if they finally feel allowed to rest. The weight of the day continues to melt away. Not all at once, but layer by layer. You might notice small shifts. Your breath deepening, your heart feeling softer, your mind quieting. All of it part of the same slow process. Nothing needs to be hurried. Feel how the warmth collects in your chest again. This time, it spreads deeper, into the heart, into the ribs, into the breath itself. It creates a sense of gentle relief, like loosening a tight knot. The body receives it gratefully. You might sense emotions settling too, not disappearing, but resting. The warmth wraps around those places inside you that felt burdened. It reassures them. It tells them they can rest now. Another slow exhale melts even more away. A longer breath, a softer release. The space inside you opens just a little wider. Peace moves into that space. The warmth becomes steady now, reliable, comforting. It feels like it's holding you from every direction, like nothing can disturb you here. Your body listens to that warmth. It continues letting go. Muscles sink deeper into the surface. Limbs grow heavy and peaceful. The spine relaxes one vertebra at a time. The mind follows the body's lead. Thoughts drift into the distance, quieter and quieter. They lose their edges. They melt just like the weight of the day melts. Only soft awareness remains. Warmth wraps around your whole body now, front and back, head to toe, inside and out. A calm, gentle cocoon of heat. With each breath, you sink into it a little more. With each exhale, another small layer of weight lifts away. The body knows exactly how to continue this soft release. It has done it many times before. It will keep doing it now. Everything inside you grows softer. The space behind your ribs, the space around your heart, the deep muscles along your spine. All of them resting in this warm, settling quiet. Even your thoughts begin to feel lighter. They float instead of pressing. They drift instead of clinging. The warmth gives them permission to rest too. Everything melts. Nothing is asked of you in this moment. Nothing needs your attention. The warmth does all the work. You simply feel it. You simply breathe. And now, as your breath continues in its slow, soft rhythm, as warmth holds your body in gentle relief, as the weight of the day dissolves into quiet, everything inside you can rest in this deep, melting peace, until only warmth and calm remain. Softness surrounds this moment, like a quiet hush settling over everything. The breath moves slowly, and the body follows, relaxing into the space around it. Thoughts drift, gentle and unhurried, beginning to float away from the center of your mind. Everything softens as the world turns calm. A light scene appears in the quiet. Soft clouds, pale and weightless, drift across a wide, open sky. They move slowly, almost lazily, carried by a warm breeze that you can almost feel. Nothing pulls at them, nothing rushes them. They simply glide. As you follow their easy motion, the mind grows lighter. The clouds shift and change shape without effort, blending and drifting apart. You drift with them, unanchored, floating in the slow rhythm of the sky. Each cloud passing feels like a tiny release inside you, a gentle loosening. The scene shifts without you needing to do anything. Clouds fade into soft ripples of water. You find yourself near a calm lake, so still that the surface looks like smooth glass. The water moves only in small, slow waves that spread outward in perfect circles. The air around you is warm and quiet. Those waves travel at their own slow pace. They rise softly, fall softly, rise again, fall again. A quiet, steady pulse that feels like a peaceful echo of your breath. You don't have to focus on the water. You don't have to imagine it clearly. It is enough to sense the idea of it. A calm surface, a slow movement, a warm quiet. Just the feeling of water gently shifting is enough to ease the mind further. Thoughts float to the edges again, losing their weight. The water scene begins to soften. Ripples fade, light brightens, and from the soft glow, a single candle comes into view. Its flame is steady, small, and warm. This candle sits somewhere in the distance, not close, not bright, just a tiny point of warmth in a quiet room. The flame sways gently, barely moving, like it's breathing along with you. Its glow doesn't demand attention. It simply offers comfort. As you sense the candle's soft light, the rest of the world fades even more. Walls blur, the air thickens with warmth, and everything slows to a peaceful stillness. The flame continues its slow, steady rhythm. It feels safe. It feels soothing. Now the candlelight begins to fade into a soft golden haze, and from within that haze, you feel the presence of floating shapes, light, drifting patterns, almost like distant stars. They move slowly across a dark, peaceful space. They are not sharp or bright, just faint glimmers in the calm. These tiny lights drift like feathers carried by a quiet wind. They glide past each other effortlessly. Their movement is so slow that it almost feels like time itself has stretched. Your breath follows their pace without trying. Each inhale moves gently with them. Each exhale helps them drift farther. The stars dissolve into soft color, a wash of pale blues and warm golds blending like a watercolor sky. The colors move with a slow, fluid grace. You float with them, weightless, peaceful, drifting through their gentle glow. No edges, no boundaries, just slow, soothing motion. As the colors fade, a new scene begins to form. Soft grass under a quiet twilight. You sense yourself lying back on warm earth, looking up at a dim sky where nothing moves quickly. The air is still, carrying a faint warmth, as if the day hasn't fully left yet. Everything feels safe, grounded, and calm. In this twilight field, you feel the weight of your body soften even more. Your breath feels deeper, easier. Your thoughts stretch out into the quiet space overhead, becoming long and slow like the evening light. The sky dims in a gentle, peaceful way. The body responds with deeper stillness. The field fades into darkness, but a comforting darkness. Warm, velvety, and filled with quiet. You float inside it. You feel weightless, unburdened. The darkness holds you without effort. From within the darkness, a soft flow of warm air moves past you. Not a wind, more like a gentle drift of warmth. It passes over your skin, soothing, calm, and slow. You drift with it, carried on its warmth. The scene becomes even simpler now. Only breath, only softness, only warmth drifting through the quiet. Nothing else needs to appear. Nothing else needs to be imagined. Your mind, now lighter, floats without direction. It wanders gently. It drifts from one soft idea to another, unhurried, untethered, free of weight. This wandering feels natural, like a slow evening walk through a familiar place. Every part of you feels calmer. The breath is deep and warm. The body is loose and still. Thoughts are gentle and faint, moving at the same slow pace as everything else. You drift deeper. The warmth lingers around you, giving the quiet a soft glow. It feels steady, reliable, a comfort that doesn't fade. Your body settles into it naturally. Now the soft imagery begins to blur together. Clouds, water, candlelight, twilight, warm air. They blend in a slow, dreamy way, like they were always part of the same gentle world. Nothing is separate, nothing is sharp. Everything moves together in the same calm rhythm. Breath follows that rhythm. Slow and warm, soft and steady, deep and peaceful. Each inhale lifts you slightly. Each exhale lets you drift down again. And now, as the last images dissolve into quiet, as breath becomes the only movement, as warmth surrounds you completely, you drift deeper into stillness, carried by gentle imagery that fades into soft, peaceful dark. The world begins to dim around you, not in a cold or empty way, but in a warm, quiet settling. Light softens, edges blur. Everything becomes gentler, quieter, slower. It feels as if the moment itself is lowering into a soft night. This darkness is comforting. It wraps around you like warm velvet, smooth and gentle. There is no heaviness in it, no weight pressing down. Only softness, only safety. The air grows still, not lifeless, just calm. A kind of stillness that feels like being held without being touched. It gives you space to breathe. It gives you space to rest. In this quiet darkness, your body begins to settle even more deeply. Muscles soften. Breath slows. The rhythm of your heart becomes steady and relaxed. Everything shifts towards stillness. Imagine floating in a dark, peaceful space. Not lost, not drifting away, simply suspended in warmth and quiet. The darkness supports you, holds you, and reassures you. There is nothing to see here, and that is what makes it so soothing. With no images to follow, the mind can finally rest. Thoughts fade into the dark, dissolving like soft shapes disappearing into mist. You are left with pure feeling, calm, gentle, steady. The darkness around you feels warm. It feels close, like a soft blanket pulled around your shoulders. It protects you from the noise of the day, from the brightness of thoughts, from the pull of worries. Everything is softened by this warm night. Here, in this quiet space, time seems to slow. Moments stretch gently, like long, peaceful breaths. Nothing rushes. Nothing pulls you forward. You are exactly where you need to be. The darkness becomes deeper now, but never cold. It feels like sinking into warm water without ever getting wet. A slow descent into quiet that eases the body with every inch. A calm that wraps around your entire being. Your breath feels different here. It moves like a soft wave, slowly rising, slowly falling. Each inhale blends into the darkness. Each exhale disappears into it, leaving your body lighter. The darkness welcomes each breath. You may feel as though you are floating further into this quiet, drifting deeper, but always supported. Weight leaves your arms, your legs, your back. Your whole body grows softer. Your whole being grows quieter. This darkness has no edges. It doesn't confine you. It frees you. It gives you room to let go. Room to rest in a way that feels natural and deeply reassuring. As your attention shifts inward, the external world fades even more. Only warmth, only darkness, only the soft rhythm of your breath remains. Nothing else matters. The muscles in your face soften, letting go of any subtle tension you didn't notice before. Your jaw relaxes. Your eyes feel heavy and peaceful. Even the space behind your forehead feels smooth and quiet. In this darkness, every part of you feels welcomed, safe, held. There is no pressure to think or imagine anything. You are simply resting in gentle emptiness. The darkness becomes a cradle around you, a quiet space where the mind can drift without direction, a space where thoughts lose their urgency, a space where you can finally exhale fully. Every breath settles deeper now. Every exhale sinks into the soft night. Your chest grows warm and expansive. Your stomach loosens. Your hands and feet feel distant, suspended in quiet. The darkness begins to feel familiar, almost like an old friend. Reliable, steady, always ready to hold you when your body needs rest, always ready to calm your mind. You may sense yourself sinking even further into this warmth. It feels like being wrapped inside a cocoon of quiet. Nothing stirs here. Nothing interrupts. Everything is still. The deeper you sink, the more the darkness supports you. It feels thick in the best way, dense with comfort, rich with softness. A cushion for your thoughts, a blanket for your body, a refuge for your heart. This quiet night around you asks for nothing. It simply exists, steady and warm. You can relax fully without fear of slipping or falling. The darkness holds you gently and completely. Now your breath has become part of this quiet. The inhale rises through the warmth. The exhale spreads through the darkness. The rhythm is slow, steady, reassuring. It feels like being rocked by the night itself. Thoughts fade almost completely now. The few that remain drift slowly, without shape or urgency. They pass like soft shadows across a peaceful surface, then dissolve into the warm dark. The space inside you grows peaceful. All tension slips away. Your body feels lighter and heavier at the same time. Light in the mind, heavy in the limbs. Grounded, yet floating. Completely at ease. The darkness around you settles even more, becoming a deep, quiet rest. A place where nothing has to happen. A place where you are allowed to simply be. Warm, still, safe. And now, as the soft darkness continues to hold you, as your breath becomes slower and deeper, as every part of you rests in quiet, you drift into peaceful, velvety night, wrapped in gentle darkness that carries you deeper into calm. Warmth gathers around this moment, soft and steady. The air feels calm, like a gentle hand resting near your heart. Your breath moves in slow waves. Your body loosens, settling deeper into the space that holds it. Everything around you feels quiet and kind. In this calm, a sense of safety begins to rise. It grows slowly, the way warmth spreads through your chest on a peaceful evening. You don't have to reach for it. It comes to you on its own, a gentle presence wrapping around you. A quiet reminder that you are protected here. Imagine being inside a soft cocoon, warm, comfortable, and perfectly shaped to support you. The walls of this cocoon feel thick enough to keep the outside world away, yet soft enough to feel tender against your skin. Nothing sharp can reach you. Nothing loud can disturb you. Inside this cocoon, the air feels warm and steady. It holds you in the same way a caring embrace would, without pressure, without demand, without urgency. Just a warm, constant presence that reassures you with its quiet. A presence that says, you are safe now. Your breath deepens in this safety. Each inhale feels like it's drawing warmth closer. Each exhale feels like easing into soft blankets. The breath moves with the simple rhythm of comfort. The body listens and responds with deeper relaxation. A quiet shelter begins to form around you. You may sense walls, or maybe just a gentle boundary of warmth. Either way, this shelter feels protective. It feels like a place where your whole self is welcome, where nothing is expected of you except to rest. The feeling of being supported becomes clearer. It's as if something warm and caring is nearby, not hovering, not watching, just present. A steady presence, like a soft glow beside you, strong enough to comfort, gentle enough to soothe. It brings a deep sense of calm. Here, urgency disappears. There is no need to fix anything, no need to hurry, no need to stay alert. The body senses this and sinks further into ease. Imagine that this caring presence extends around you like a protective circle, not a barrier, but a warm field of safety. Within this circle, your breath flows smoothly, your muscles release a little more. Your mind grows softer, quieter. The feeling of security reaches your stomach, calming any tightness there. It reaches your chest, smoothing the last bits of tension. It reaches your back, holding it gently as the muscles loosen. Even your jaw relaxes in this feeling of safety. Everything inside you begins to trust the quiet. Thoughts lose their sharpness. They slow, drift, and fade. Nothing pulls at you. Nothing asks for attention. Your mind is free to rest, as if lying down in a warm, familiar place. The cocoon around you grows warmer. Soft pulses of comfort move through it. It feels like being wrapped in something that understands you deeply, something that knows exactly how to help you feel at peace, something that needs nothing from you. You may sense the presence of something protective, almost like a guardian made of warmth. Not a figure, just a feeling, a comforting weight in the air, a reassurance that you are watched over in the gentlest way, a support that never wavers. Your breath becomes slower now. Longer inhales that bring softness. Longer exhales that release the very last traces of tension. Every breath is a soft exhale of comfort. Every breath deepens your sense of safety. With each passing moment, trust grows. Trust in the warmth. Trust in the quiet. Trust in the feeling of being held without being touched. A deep, peaceful trust that settles into your whole body. In this safe space, you can fully let go. Muscles let go. Thoughts let go. Even emotions that felt heavy earlier begin to soften, as if they finally have a place to rest. Everything inside you loosens and floats. Time feels slow here, soft, wide, as if each moment has more room inside it than usual. This slowness comforts your heart, letting it settle into a steady, peaceful rhythm. Warmth continues to gather around you, filling every space, every breath. It creates a steady, nurturing embrace. You are held by calm itself, supported by quiet, wrapped in a deep, unshakable sense of safety. The feeling reaches deeper now, touching places inside that needed rest. It settles in your chest like a soft glow. It settles behind your ribs like gentle hands. It settles in your heart like a quiet promise that you are safe, completely safe. Your breath and this warmth move together. A slow inhale that welcomes comfort. A slow exhale that releases everything that doesn't belong in this moment. The rhythm continues, smooth and steady, a lullaby made of air and quiet. Nothing threatens this calm. Nothing interrupts this warmth. You are surrounded by safety, wrapped in it, supported from every side. The body knows it. The mind knows it. Even the deepest parts of you know it. Now, all that remains is this deep sense of being held by warmth, held by quiet, held by a comfort so steady and so gentle that you can simply drift, floating in pure safety. As your body settles into peaceful rest, the quiet that surrounds you begins to feel heavier now, not burdensome, just deep, soft, and warm. A calm weight rests gently over your body, encouraging everything inside you to slow. Your breath moves like a slow tide, rising smoothly, falling smoothly, easing you inward. Each inhale brings a soft sense of depth. Each exhale lowers you a little further, like settling into warm sand. Your body loosens as you drift downward, layer by layer without effort. It feels natural. It feels inevitable. Imagine sinking into a plush surface, something soft, thick, and welcoming beneath you. It rises to meet your weight, then gently gives way, letting you drop into deeper comfort. Every inch downward brings more ease, more stillness. You are supported at every moment. A sense of warm heaviness settles into your arms and legs. Not the heaviness of fatigue, more like a soft blanket pulling you into rest. Your limbs grow quiet. Your muscles melt into the surface beneath them. Everything slows to a velvety calm. Now picture yourself drifting underwater. The water is warm and still, smoother than air, holding you in a quiet cradle. You sink through it with no resistance, no urgency, just a slow, steady descent into deeper calm. The water around you feels thick and protective. Every movement slows. Every breath becomes long and soft. Sound fades into a gentle hum. Your whole body feels suspended in peaceful weightlessness. Thoughts slow too. They float above you like faint bubbles rising toward the surface. You watch them drift upward and away, small and distant. Nothing tugs at you. Nothing pulls you back upward. You continue sinking, not down to darkness, down to softer quiet, down to a place where the body can completely let go. Each breath carries you further into this warm depth. Each breath smooths out anything that felt sharp or restless. The deeper you drift, the more dreamlike the moment becomes. Edges blur. Awareness softens. Everything inside you feels muted, as if wrapped in layers of calm. This softness helps you release control. Your breath grows heavier, richer, slower. It settles into a rhythm that feels ancient and familiar, a rhythm that guides you downward, steady and sure. It feels like being carried by a slow current, a warm, predictable pull that lulls you further into ease. Imagine the sand beneath you opening just enough for you to sink into it. It is soft, warm, and welcoming. It molds around you as you lower into it, supporting you completely. You feel yourself dropping into a hollow shaped perfectly for rest. Safe, warm, deep. The weight of the day disappears as you go deeper. Every exhale removes another thin layer of tension. Your body understands this descent. It knows how to surrender to gravity, to softness, to calm. It follows instinctively. Your shoulders drop, your chest loosens, your back relaxes into the support below. All the small muscles that held you upright through the day finally release. Even your fingers feel heavier, quieter, more still. There is no effort left in your body now, no alertness lingering in the corners of your mind. You are sinking into a place where awareness thins into quiet comfort, a place where thoughts dissolve before fully forming, a place where only calm remains. The world above you fades like a distant light. You move deeper into the warm undercurrent of rest. Everything becomes slower, softer, heavier. The descent continues in the gentlest way. You might sense the soft pressure of the water or sand around you, a comforting weight that holds you from all sides, not closing in, just wrapping around you like quiet arms, supporting you completely, cradling you in stillness. Your breath, thick and slow, anchors the descent. Each inhale lifts you slightly. Each exhale draws you further down. The rhythm becomes hypnotic, reliable, deeply soothing. As you sink further, you feel an inner quiet forming, a stillness that settles behind your chest. It spreads through your stomach and down your spine. It makes your entire body feel like it is floating in warm night, so calm, so deeply at rest. Thoughts drift farther away until they feel distant and faint. Emotions soften into warm shapes with no edges. Even time stretches out into long, quiet moments. You are sinking below all the noise now, below all the effort, below everything the day asked of you. The deeper you drift, the more comfortable it becomes. There is nothing to hold on to, nothing to resist. The descent is slow, smooth, and endlessly gentle, like lowering yourself into a soft dream before the dream begins. Now the water, the sand, the plush surface beneath you, they all blur together. All that remains is the sensation of sinking, slow, warm, velvety sinking. A downward drift that brings you closer to pure rest. Your breath matches this depth perfectly. Slow inhale, slower exhale. Everything settling, everything releasing. And now, as the last bits of alertness slip away, as gravity holds you in its quiet embrace, as warmth supports every part of you, you sink beneath the surface of wakefulness, drifting into deep, heavy calm. Carried by the softness below, quiet gathers around this moment, soft and deep. It settles like a warm shadow across your body. The air feels still, almost motionless, as if it's holding its breath with you. Everything begins to slow to the rhythm of calm. A faint breeze drifts through the silence, not enough to stir anything, just enough to remind you how soft the world can be. Its touch is gentle, like warm air brushing past your skin. It fades almost as soon as it appears, leaving only deeper quiet behind. Distant murmurs dissolve into the background, slipping away like fading echoes. What remains is soft, steady silence, a quiet that wraps around you with the ease of a blanket being drawn up over your shoulders. It settles over your chest, your arms, your legs, bringing a sense of deep comfort. The silence feels warm, welcoming. It gathers close and holds you with the care of something protective. Nothing presses in on you here. Nothing intrudes. As the world around you grows even quieter, the space inside you expands. Thoughts slow, taking long, smooth pauses between each one. They drift rather than push. They soften into faint shapes that barely touch your awareness. You might notice a soft hum in the stillness, not a sound, but a feeling, like the steady vibration of peaceful air. It surrounds you with gentle consistency, anchoring you in the moment. The mind rests inside this gentle hum. Silence wraps more tightly now. It smooths the edges of your body. It quiets the places that once felt busy or tense. Your whole being settles deeper beneath its warm cover. The quiet begins to feel thick, almost velvety. It cushions the spaces around you, making the air feel soft to the touch. Your breath moves slowly through this softness. Its sound barely exists, a faint movement in the calm. In this deep quiet, it feels as though you are floating, suspended in a space where nothing is required of you. The silence holds you up, gentle and steady. The body responds by sinking even further into calm. The mind drifts into the quiet with the same softness. Thoughts thin out until they feel distant and slow. Even the emotions that lingered earlier settle into the warm silence. Everything smooths out. The quiet wraps around your heart like a soft sleeve. It shields it from heaviness. It shields it from noise. Warm stillness fills the space around your ribs, soothing every breath. Your whole body feels embraced by the dark hush. It feels protected, covered, and gently insulated from the outside world. Every muscle loosens as silence settles into them. Every inch of you listens to the quiet. Sound continues to fade away. Even the tiny movements inside your body feel hushed. Breath is the only thing that remains, and even that is soft. A slow inhale, a slower exhale. The silence becomes a blanket now, not heavy, just close. A blanket that conforms perfectly to your shape, comforting you with every breath. It moves with you, and you move with it. Thoughts fade like distant ripples on still water, each ripple smaller than the one before it. Eventually, the water becomes smooth again. Your mind becomes smooth with it. A deep inward quiet forms at the center of your chest. It feels like a soft glow in the dark. It feels like a warm presence that expands with each breath. Calm spreads outward, filling your stomach, your back, your arms. Silence wraps around your head too. The space behind your forehead loosens. The muscles around your eyes soften. Your jaw becomes still. The hush settles into every space it touches. The deeper you rest in this quiet, the more timeless the moment feels, as if everything has slowed to a gentle, barely perceptible pace, as if nothing needs to happen next, as if the world itself is resting with you. The quiet is not empty. It is full of warmth, full of calm, full of softness. It holds you with a tenderness that requires no attention. It simply remains steady and patient. Your breath moves through this tender silence like a soft tide, without force, without sound, without intention. Just a natural, easy motion that keeps you grounded. Every part of you feels embraced now, held by the silence, comforted by the hush, wrapped in a warmth that has no source other than the calm itself. Thoughts slow to almost nothing, just a faint drift, then quiet, just a gentle flicker, then stillness. The mind rests fully in the warm dark. The silence around you becomes a safe cocoon, a place where nothing can disturb you, a place where the whole world falls away, a place where you can simply exist in stillness. As your breath softens again, the silence deepens. It continues wrapping around your body, your mind, your heart. It comforts you like steady hands. It shelters you like soft night. And now, as the hush settles completely, as the last edges of sound dissolve, as your whole body melts into quiet, you are embraced by pure silence, held in warm, peaceful stillness, drifting deeper into calm. A deep softness begins to gather around you, warm and steady. It moves slowly, like a gentle current flowing through a quiet room. Nothing presses, nothing pushes. The moment simply holds you, calm and certain. Peace arrives in its own time, not something to reach for, not something to grasp. It comes quietly, settling over your body like warm arms wrapping around you. A presence that feels familiar, caring, and deeply patient. Your breath meets this peace with ease. Each inhale feels like leaning into something soft. Each exhale feels like being carried by it. The rhythm is smooth, tender, and unhurried. It welcomes you exactly as you are. Imagine yourself held by a warm embrace, one made of pure comfort. No weight, no pressure, just a gentle cradle of warmth encircling your body. It supports your back, your chest, your arms, your legs. Every part of you is included in this soft hold. Every part of you is allowed to rest. A quiet glow gathers around your heart. It spreads slowly, filling your chest with a deep sense of calm. It feels steady, like a hand resting lightly against your ribs, reassuring you with its warmth, reminding you that peace is already here. This peaceful presence moves like a warm current now. It flows around your shoulders, smoothing away what remains of the day. It drifts down your arms, softening your muscles. It settles into your stomach, easing any lingering tightness. It spreads through your whole body in gentle waves. You don't have to guide it. You don't have to hold it. It holds you. A steady, loving weight that feels like being wrapped in comfort. A warmth that understands exactly what you need. In this moment, everything feels slower. Your breath, your thoughts, even the space around you stretches into quiet. Nothing stirs except the soft movement of peace drawing you inward. Your body relaxes into this gentleness. Arms grow heavier in a comforting way. Legs soften. Your back releases into whatever supports it. You feel yourself being carried by pure calm. The peace around you is wide and warm. It feels like sinking into a soft cradle made of air and breath. It moves with you, holds you, reassures you. There is no effort required, no alertness needed. Your mind follows, easing into a dreamlike space. Thoughts drift like soft feathers settling to the ground. They move slowly, they become quieter. Then they fade into warm stillness. Peace surrounds your face now. Your eyes grow heavier. Your jaw softens. The corners of your mouth rest into neutrality. Even your forehead smooths, held in tender quiet. The warmth wraps you more fully. It draws close, like a blanket gently being tucked around you. It fills the space between your thoughts. It fills the space around your body. It fills the space within your breath. You are suspended in this soft embrace, weightless, yet grounded, held, yet free, completely supported by the calm that surrounds you, a calm that feels unshakably kind. There is nothing to chase here, nothing to grasp. Peace comes to you without effort. It settles into your body as naturally as breath. It holds you with a quiet, steady tenderness. The feeling deepens with each slow breath, warmth moving in, loosened tension drifting out. Again and again, in a slow, gentle rhythm, your body responds with deeper stillness. Your heart feels quieter, almost floating in the warmth. Your stomach loosens. Your lower back softens. Every part of you feels cared for. Every part of you feels allowed to rest. This embrace is soft, but strong enough to support your whole being. It feels like sinking into a warm, quiet cradle. Not downward, just deeper into comfort, deeper into ease, deeper into peace that holds you. A slow, warm glow continues to expand around you. It wraps around your hips, your legs, your feet. Everything grows heavier, but in a peaceful way. Nothing strains, nothing tenses. You are deeply supported. Thoughts are almost gone now. Only faint traces drift by, soft and slow. They no longer pull at you. They dissolve into the gentle warmth that surrounds you. The mind rests fully. Your breath becomes the soft cradle you lie in. It rises beneath you like warm arms lifting you. It lowers you gently like a slow descent into a cushion. The rhythm stays steady, soothing, calm. In this warmth, you feel deeply safe, deeply held. Nothing disturbs you, nothing intrudes, only peace, wrapped around you like a tender embrace. You don't have to move toward this peace. It moves toward you. It settles over you. It enters each breath. It fills every quiet space inside you. And now, as your body grows even heavier, as your mind drifts even farther into softness, as peace holds you gently, completely, warmly, you rest in a world made only of calm, wrapped in tender silence, carried by warmth, and ease deeper into stillness with each slow, loving breath. Softness gathers again, as if the whole moment is settling into a quiet sigh. The air around you feels still and warm. Your breath moves slowly, steady and relaxed. Nothing asks for your attention now. Nothing pulls you forward. A gentle spaciousness opens inside you. Your thoughts drift far into the background, faint and easy. The body rests in quiet comfort, held by calm. Each breath feels like it's floating through warm air. Each exhale feels like a soft release. The world around you has grown very quiet. Edges blur, sounds fade. Even awareness becomes smoother, softer, lighter. You are suspended in calm. This is a moment without expectations, not moving toward anything, not pulling away from anything, just resting in a peaceful in-between, a place where everything slows. Your breath carries you deeper into this softness. A gentle inhale, a slower exhale, the body loosening with each cycle. It feels effortless now. Warmth lingers around your chest and shoulders. It spreads through your back, your sides, your stomach. It sinks into your arms and legs, making them feel heavy in a comforting way. A warm weight that helps you settle. A warm weight that gives you permission to rest. Stillness spreads through the spaces inside you, behind your ribs, along your spine, across your face. Every part of you is resting more deeply than before. Here the moment stretches. Time feels soft, like long, slow waves rolling through a quiet night. You drift with them without thought or direction. Just ease, just calm. The body knows what to do now. It sinks into the warmth that surrounds it. It settles into the silence beneath it. It relaxes into the comfort holding it. Everything finds its place. Thoughts, if they appear at all, come as small, slow shapes. They float like distant lights and fade just as easily. The mind doesn't follow them. It stays anchored in quiet. It stays anchored in warmth. The air feels thick with calm, like soft night air wrapping around your body, like a warm blanket settling over your whole being. It feels steady and protective. It stays with you. Your breath remains slow and natural, not guided, not controlled, just moving gently on its own, like a calm tide rolling in and out. Peace moves with it. Everything inside you eases downward. Your chest feels spacious. Your stomach feels loose. Your shoulders feel fully supported. The whole body grows heavier in the sweetest way. Warmth gathers around your heart again. It holds your quiet emotions. It reassures them. Nothing is needed now, nothing at all. A soft glow seems to rest over your whole body. Not bright, just warm, gentle and comforting. It feels like the end of a long exhale when everything releases at once. It feels like settling into a deep cushion of calm. It feels like ease. Here the moment becomes very wide, very slow, very still. You drift gently inside this peaceful space. Your breath barely moves the air. The quiet deepens even more. The body softens further. Mind and breath move together in the same slow rhythm. There is nothing left to hold up, nothing left to carry. You rest inside a warm hush, a hush that feels like soft night pressing close, a hush that welcomes you completely, a hush that stays, even as thoughts grow faint. All around you, calm stretches out like soft darkness. It holds you without weight. It supports you without effort. It cradles you in a gentle, endless embrace. Your whole being melts into it. The breath becomes lighter. The body becomes quieter. The mind drifts in long, smooth waves of ease. Everything is unhurried. Everything is tender. And now, as your breath continues its slow rhythm, as warmth surrounds your body, as quiet fills every space around you, the moment fades into pure, peaceful stillness, softly, naturally, gently dissolving into rest.